microphone. Good to know. Hello, everyone. So right now I am playing Outer Worlds. Well, the Outer Worlds. This is a game I've been looking forward to all year so far and really been wanting to play it. Now, as it says I'm online, I can actually share it. But for some reason, it is being a pain. Ah, boy. Let me take a look at something. There we go. Go 40%. That looks good. We're gonna go normal for the first playthrough. After that, by all means. Oh, crap.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment.
I don't know about that.
With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Starting off as bad guys then?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever.
John
Just to keep
Cleese?
from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
I'll be damned when people from Monty Python are in here. Okay, I have 6 points. Definitely put one to that. Because I'd rather have guns. I gotta go perception. Ah, crap, that's sneaky too. I guess I have to go with. Yeah. No.
You are going to paint this system red, my friend. Subtle and discreet. Exactly what I need.
Yeah, range and stealth looks about right. Persuade would be good, but let's see. No. 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 I guess I'm definitely gonna go with cashier.
I can be
These.
reasonably sure you know how to add and subtract.
Gonna go mail. I'll go with that. Definitely close to my hairdo right now. It's more brown than anything. That's because we had garlic food a minute ago. And you're by the garbage. Why? No scars. Well, I guess that'll work. What? I'm streaming. Dork. That's because you don't know how to stream. Oh my god, I just realized something! I could have you play aliens in here now.
Looks to
Yeah,
be a lucky
huh?
day, my
Sure.
friend.
Play some horror games with you. How'd you freak out?
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 90%. Skip drive.
Shit.
Inoperable.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally,
The hell?
reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Thank you? The fuck? Ah, shit, I'm in ODST again. I don't want to be a hell jumper again. Covenant sucks. I'm lying. In fact, ODST is really my favorite.
Ah, there
Everybody
you are.
in
Now,
Halo.
where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also
Is he
outfitted
Nathan
you with
Fillion?
a simple wireless monitor.
If
so
not,
I
I
can
doubt
track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Did you at least give me a gun?
Ah, you've landed. Good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
I'm pretty sure the liquid death thing would have been worse, but alright. What the fuck was that? Alright. I don't know what that did. Nope. I there we go. That is right, you guys do not see me. I am my namesake. I run. Okay. What is that? Whoa.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
I mean, this is not the first time I've been in a cave seeing weird stuff. Ow. The hell, dude? Hi, random person.
You, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
Okay.
Better, thanks to you. I might have bled out on my own. Or worse, had to go begging the boss for some Adrena time. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hull had grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
I guess not.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Okay.
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by our provisioners for a can of our famous salt tuna. The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
Fair enough. I'm just gonna leave you then. Yep, that's that button.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell?
I suppose I should feel bad for killing that thing, but I just wanted to see what it would do. I killed one. You ain't going on. What in the fuck is going on? Time dilation. Okay. I didn't have anything. Ah, okay, I landed in a fire. Okay. No. I think I'm good with the handgun for now. God. Dude, there's another.
Let you bleed!
Punch. Yeah, for a second I thought I died. Okay, I killed 3 of you. Where's the other body? Further back? I think it's further back. Okay, so left bumper heals, right bumper does the other thing. A twice is the jump. And or dodge. Got it.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
Yes, Miss Mercer?
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? How is he? Of course I am. I'm a superior officer. Stands to reason, don't it? Just you watch. I'll cross these marauders off with a swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son.
Okay.
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Cool. Hey. Oop, one more shot, Kimball. What is that?
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
Lie!
Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health. Unauthorized access of spacefaring. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution. Please return any misappropriation. I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Okay.
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty.
You're
I am
welcome.
programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Okay.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Okay. Weird ship lady. Okay, nope, wrong button. Okay, specialization perks. Health. That's the only thing that looks like it'll help right now. Alright.
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000
Hello.
Bench is at your disposal, Captain.
Okay, first of all, I don't need that. Take that now. Okay, why is the switch over? That is good now. Workbench allows you to upgrade, yeah. I don't need to install mod. I want to repair. How do I repair? Ah. Okay, I can't repair the other one, I guess. No, I don't have enough. Alright, good to know. Continue using my pistol.
The ship's engines cannot be powered until a replacement regulator has been properly installed.
Look, Ada, I know. I'm just looking around to see if there's anything I can use and of value.
Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself, right before he died.
Alright, I'm going to continue doing what I was doing.
These surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them.
Yes, because that sounds nice.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay. I'll waive your fee since you helped us with those marauders. If you're looking for work, talk to the constable down at Edgewater. She's got a bounty on marauders. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Got it. Thank you, Miss Mercer. So weird, because I'm thinking of Matt. Give me your stuff. Aw, that's sad. People are dead. God, you get used to B being crouched instead of freaking a stick. Jesus, Obsidian made a good game. It looks so beautiful.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer? Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Four workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Okay.
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad. Yeah? You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, Those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, braving the wilds.
Fair enough. Take care of this one first. Further away. God.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling. I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies. Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about. Firing at the birds. Orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance? I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saw tuna cans, mostly, some Spacer's chaw, few bit carts. I'll reward you for your aid.
God, I'm trying to see where it is there.
Enlistment fees. Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name. They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
Alright, works for me. Man, why did I kill Robot? Robot did nothing to me. I get more ammo for that gun now. This. Okay, well.
Security actions.
Good to know. Huh, and it looks like I need to aim better or find weak spots. And heal up. Yeah. Alright. Anything else of value? No. Well, wait. Ooh. Just kind of hoping there's like New Vegas where you can pick up certain things on the ground. Like this. Hope that'd be useful, but nope.
Bring us honor, soldier. You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical hearts.
I mean, I wouldn't pass up on it.
Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years. On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
Got it. Random guy hiding guns in toilets. This isn't The Godfather. I am not Michael Corleone. And before you ask, no, I've never seen The Godfather. I have no idea who that is. All right.
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
Well, I don't want to pull up my gun. I'll open the door. There we go. Talk to random dude.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the
Yes.
fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill. I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Thank you for the note.
Eugene wasn't family. Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
That is an odd way of looking at it, but okay.
I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice. Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Fair enough, then, I guess, lady. Let's see. Yeah, let's head away anyways. Yeah. Yeah.
Read the latest report?
The part that says me making our quota.
If only McDevitt's folk hadn't abandoned us. Cannery could use those extra hands.
Nothing we can do about that.
Sure there is. We're gonna have another zero-G.
God. Ah. Alright, I'll do that after I finish this quest.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy. You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's ever told me that.
Well,
I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me. You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
alright. I'm just gonna leave you now.
You're making a
old
mistake working for Abernathy.
I'm not working. What the hell?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead. All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic. I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do. All right, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you. I'm paid better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better. That's all I can ask of you.
Fair enough.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Alright, we're good.
So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions. As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch. Edgewater is built on the discipline and sacrifice of its people. Say what you will about our town, but we all pull together. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies. Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers! No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions. Much obliged.
Oh no! I know that. Well.
What can I do for you? Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor? I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene.
That does not sound good.
You know about Eugene? How? Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I? Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Well, I kind of feel bad for that, but I mean, the only way to do that for him.
Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life. It's a miracle of bureaucracy. If Eugene's death were filed as a suicide, we'd all pay the price for his crime. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Alright, one more. One more for sneak attack. Okay, good to know. No perk though. Oh well. Yes, I'm still alive, punk. Still streaming too. What'd you say, little girl? What I thought.
Fancy threads. That some kind of hibernation suit? You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Oh, suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Thank you. Need to find more heavy ammo for this assault rifle. If there's gonna be any use.
Bring us honor, soldier. Feast your eyes, soldier. This here's a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the hand of the law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
Fair enough, old-timer.
Fun. This ain't some quarterly performance review, soldier. Ours is a grave and sacred duty. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module. If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
Thanks, Weirdo. Alright. 2 hours later. First things first. Jesus, I got a long way to go for that one. So maybe we're sneaking in. Thank you for your ammunition. I appreciate every bullet you give me. Oh shit. so used to the other buttons being to duck and dive, dodge and stuff. Continuing. Yeah, different. Yeah. Did I already pick up all the ammo that was over here? Okay, but there's nobody around to do anything. They're dead. Legitimately don't need any light ammo. I need more heavy ammo. There we go. I already searched his body, I already searched his body. God damn it. Didn't search these guys' bodies. Boy. the best idea. Went in all guns a-blazing. Let's try that again. I thought I had the shotgun out, not the assault rifle. Oh, if I knew that's how that went, that would have been a lot easier. What is a bolter pistol? Since I did that, I'll save it just to be safe. That is cool. Where the hell did you come from? Run. Look, reload. Heal. Hey. Wow, that shotgun does jack crap against anybody. Let me see if there's any better freaking guns. Note to self, use this gun more instead of the other one. I want to leave this as my case of emergency weapons, but my god, this thing's too good. Alright, let's sell what I can. I'll keep playing sorry for. Oh. Really hoping I could jump into there. Really want to find more things of value. Ow. Yeah. I think I'm going to give the medicine to the lady.
A friend of mine died a couple weeks back.
I've got some time. Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types. You do have some cheek on you. Lucky for you, I kept a little contingency fee in case you tried to negotiate with me. Somebody deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room? That or not this. That. Sorry about that. Just drinking some water. Gotta stay hydrated. Nope.
Please call from I explain this regression. The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Dobson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson, I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Yes.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Alright, got a companion. Nice.
Sure. I'm going. We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Fair enough.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Can we talk?
Yeah.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place. I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, get my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident. Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Well, fair enough, lady.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
Well, she's nice.
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Alright, I will do that, Father.
Not a peep from me.
Ah, shit. I'll move regularly until we get closer to it. Actually, before I do that, I should upgrade my rifle. And take off a modification from my other pistol.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month.
No, can't repair it. Ooh, that looks nice.
Eyes up! it's on account of how I never met her. I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
Alright, fair enough.
Well, I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers. You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass. Fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than the likes of me.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah, huh?
Give you health. Never mind. You're back to full anyways. Chinese checkers? I'm debating on whether or not I should keep streaming this game or go back to Uncharted. Uncharted seems more like a streaming game. This seems more like a sit down and relax kind of game. Anything to salvage around here? Huh, guess not. You go through cave, yay! Yay, cave systems. Okay, I thought you could disarm something like that, but apparently you cannot. That is cool. Oh, companion perk. Alright, let's see what's over here. I have a feeling I've been here before. There's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing. Yep, that's where I jumped down and hurt my knee. Good to know. Good to know. Yep, transition. Right back. Sorry, had to use the bathroom. Alright. Let's continue.
Any progress on that matter we discussed? Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn. Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted. Bokono, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony. Please. As if my life should have no greater meaning than proselytizing to a bunch of feeble-minded wretches. Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew. Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well. Fantastic. Let me get my things in order, and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Alright, well, back to doing everything else I need to do. I think tomorrow if I'm gonna stream more Uncharted. This is more of a fun game to relax to and not worry about anything. Not very entertaining, sadly. Unless you count me dying. If so, then it's been very entertaining. Yes, you must be stealthy. Okay, I cleared this earlier. Okay, looks like nobody's here.
Sit down.
Oh. What are you? Plasma rifle. Oh boy.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Yeah, fair enough.
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind. Much obliged.
So pretty.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
She seems so nice.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip him out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Well, definitely do not like the Edgewater guy. But I feel like it'd be a bad idea to betray the guy. Oh, what the hell? I like that lady more than I like him. Or see what adjustment I like her more. I hit the wrong button.
I always wanted to poke around in here.
Okay. Assault rifle's way to go for robots. Got it. Saves ammo in the long run. Look and see how much more damage a revolver does. 94, 94, 94. Ooh, a hunting rifle. But it only does so much damage. You're dead already.
Let's go! Nice hit!
Destroyed.
Ah, crap, you went down again. Oh, I would have to go inside there. It's good to know.
Unexpected.
Here we go! We did it! The control room should be ahead somewhere and a touch to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
That depends on who we side on.
Gosh, that's clever.
Thank you.
Great work. nicely done. Easy.
Oh.
3 switches. That'll be easy enough.
Performing.
That's the last of them.
Alright, that does not do as much damage as I was hoping it would. I'll retake my assault rifle. That's not the right one. Fuck. Also not the right one. You're the right one.
Oh.
Just 2 more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale?
You're not real. You're not real.
Who in the hell is Higgins?
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Sweeping the area.
acknowledges us too, so yeah.
Yeah, huh? Want to go. If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil?
Oh, good.
I'm not sure what the ride is. Alls I know is the decision's final.
God damn it, I hit the wrong button again. I hate being encumbered. It moves so freaking slow. It's like the character has molasses on their feet.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Well, that sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow, she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Can't believe I did that. Oh, thank Christ, I can sell shit. Can't believe that little girl talked me into doing that. Bad decision. Very bad decision. I'm probably gonna get shot at as soon as I get near there. In fact, I'm quite positive I'm gonna get shot at as soon as I get over there. But I can try to talk to them and see if they can go back to the place. We'll see how well that works out.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
I'm trying to think.
One of us want to go see what happened?
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die. You offering to cross Reed off, huh? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are... My son worked in that cannery. We had a store of medicine locked up, so I buried my boy in the cemetery. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new... Tell him how I've made the veil blue. The secret... I have got a means to cure the plague, and I will not share that cure until Reed leaves town. Those are my terms.
Food's bound to spoil at this rate.
Marauders can't see us and... The matter's been weighing on me. Fact is, I can't go anywhere long as Zoe's missing. Disappeared without a trace. Marauders took her, I suspect. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out. Can't imagine where she's gone. Appreciate it. Honest.
I want to steal a poster. I want to move the poster. There it is.
Nice. Here we go. know anybody who ever came out this far.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it for the stream, but I think I'm gonna play this on my own time and not stream it. But I will play some Uncharted tomorrow.
Something there. Stand and deliver! Always wanted to say that.
Oh, there's a guy right there.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
It's kind of odd.
What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong. And no serial dramas. I've been thinking about going back. I just gotta know if Lord Cavendish really is the masked marketeer. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to. I'm great at no. I insinuated myself into their company. I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure.
Fair enough.
Great work.
Okay, I'm gonna end the stream, but I will talk to you guys, or I'll probably be on tomorrow morning playing some Uncharted 2, streaming that. So catch you all in the next stream, guys.